Your vibration should be pure so that they will drop messages for you. They will alert you whenever there is danger. I remember a particular time in my life, I was still an undergraduate at l'Université de Nnamdi Azikiwe at Oka. Then I wanted to send an email to a friend of mine in Germany those days. Imagine email mgbe it costs a lot of money to send email. So I was discussing with the owner of the cyber cafe, my very good friend. Some of you might know him, Majesty. This is a real life story. I was bargaining. I told him I will pay him 150. He said I should pay 300 for email. I was haggling, bargaining with him at that gas station, old gas station in Unizik there. Suddenly, I heard a voice. Nnamaka, si ebe a pụọ. Si ebe a pụọ. Si ebe a pụọ kịta. You know, I was kujared. I looked by my right and left. I didn't see anybody. But immediately I obeyed. Suddenly I gave him that money, the entire money. I don't even care. I don't even want to know whether I overpaid him. I said, oh yeah, take the letter. Please, I'm going. He said, come now. Come, Mama Licha. Why are you angry now? Come, let's talk this thing over. I said, no. It's okay. I left. Not quite 2 seconds or 3 that I left that place. A car from nowhere was driving in. The car failed brake. Magwacha ndị Nigeria. O failed brake mbụ moto. Wee kulu this man. Wee kulu Majesty. Wee je mee wage. Na ebe shop ya. The kulikpo the shop safe. People were shouting, hey. I didn't even hear anything. After 1 week, I came back to check if my letter has been sent as email. Lo and behold, he was in the hospital. Kedu even menu? Accident. Motor fail to brake. You understand? If I am not in good terms with my Oramwa, even as at then, when I have not installed Agwo, can I go pagi file? Malakwana Nancy Celestial Church, where begging when I shut back to ordinary. Maka na ịbịa na selo ife mmụọ ka a na-eme, even though that the immorality there is on the high side, even though they are using the Bible story, the storybook, even though they believe in J-boy, mana ife mmụọ ka a na-eme. Ndị na-ebe anwa, there are people that are there. They are just Akaloghelli themselves. All what they do is to chase women in the church, drink, smoke. Yet the doctrine of the church says you should not drink, you should not smoke, you should not womanize and all that. Adultery and fornication is not allowed in the church. That is to promote holiness, sacredness. You understand? For you to know who you are in the spirit. There are basically a majority of them who don't practice that. But I do. And that is why Munachim Jidinamma. That is why Munoramu Jidinamma. That I was manifesting there. Till they said, no, this is time for you to come back to the original way, to the internal, to eleshi dede ya na this family. Bendibe wangu uchendo. If I wasn't in good terms with my spirit guide, would I have received that message? Or even myself, if I'm not clean, would I have decoded that message? To obey is better than sacrifice. That was it. So if you are spiritually inclined, you will know when a Akaloghelli spirit is coming to you, and you can be able to prevent it before it eats you up, before it destroys you, before it pulls you down. So Obana Fagi, don't waste time. This never do well spirit, is evil spirit, is also attracted or contracted via abortion. For women who live this kind of evil life, wallowing in promiscuity, they are all carriers of Mua Akaloghelli. Or one uke. Ashawo no be work oh. It's not easy to sleep with different men. E na contaminate your aura. It's not easy. Even at that there is no other option. Why? That is why some of them who are in this trade, sometimes they do deep cleansing. Fanaja wucho onwe fa o. Kunu malukwu ya. Whether an international prostitute or a local one, if they know what they are doing. I'm not in support of prostitution, but I'm telling you that these people are aware. And these people are magnetors for Akaloghelli spirits. You know why? Because they stay under the red light. They stay under the dark areas, dark zones at night. Iwebe bulumoto weba for oko say, hey babe, you look sexy, how much for the night? Ụfọdụ ga-akpọfa daughters of Jezebels. You understand? Because I'm a Jezebel as ajọ nwaanyị, ọ bụrụ ya. So they are magnetors of mmụọ Akaloghelli that gị nwa bụ nwoke na-ebu nwaanyị, patronizers of prostitutes. You have that tendency 100% to also be a carrier and magnetor of the spirit of Akaloghelli, spirit of never do well. So be careful. Ọ bụrụ nwaanyị niile ka ị ga-eje di na free. Ụmụ nwaanyị ga-eje di na ọgba gị ụtụ bunye gị mmụọ Akaloghelli. Same thing with men. It's vice versa. I'm not specific on a particular gender, but I want to tell you how this Akaloghelli manifests. You sleep. It results to pregnancy. You go to the hospital. Boom. Haven't you observed those hospitals where abortions are carried out? Did you observe how it is? As a spiritual person, if you are coming in there, you will know now the aura hanging safe on the air surrounding that building will tell you. The hollowness, the spiritual cries of children who were denied entry into this earth, into this world. Ebuloje na mmụọ ị ga-ama, ị ga-anụ ya, ị ga-anụ akwa ụmụazị ya. Likewise, a woman who is an open sepulchre. Mama ozu. You see those children crying around her. Na mmụọ, ị ga-amanụ na. Ndị na-ebuyali aka ọbala ma nwoke ma nwaanyị dị ya. You people are potential Akaloghelli carriers. 100%. So be very, very careful. Maka igbu onwe gị. Mmụọ Akaloghelli, if the Akaloghelli spirit penetrates you and dominates your life, nothing good will ever come out of you. Anything you lay your hands to do is always zero. Mana uche gị dị a ije n'afa dibịa wee gwa gị ime gịnị ịgba alụfa aja. Ime ka gị na mmụọ ahụ dị na mma, inye ha ihe ha na-eri, nye ha oke ha, ka fachalụ gị n'ụzọ, so that you pick the pieces of your life back and you move on. Do you understand? Ọ na-afịakwa arụ o. Iman self na mmadụ bu that Akaloghelli. It's hard for people to detect that they have that spirit of never do well, except they have been working their consciousness. They start feeling it. That, oh, my vibration is low. Anything I lay my hands on doesn't work. Especially when the financial aspect. I need to back on a metal now. They now start running around. Oh, I've not gotten this, I've not gotten that. I'm supposed to get this job. I'm supposed to fly out. I'm supposed to travel. I'm supposed to receive this favor. I'm supposed to be here or there. But nothing is happening. What's going on? You have to be careful. Your water people, marine people, that is why when some people open their mouth and say rubbish, pertaining some ladies who were once prostitutes before they now realize and tied out spirit of Akaloghelli, maybe resulting from their agu, unappeased agu. People condemn them. Hey, imagine this one was an Ashawo, she later retired and she's now an Ezemwai. Yes, c'est possible. It is possible. Because then she was in the world, she never knew herself. Omaro onwe ya, omaro na onwere okpukpe oku. Now that Agu, instead of being on the right side, the Agu was on the negative, dealing with her. That mmụọ Akaloghelli from that her Agu bụrụzie ihe na-eme gịnị na-alụ ya ụlụ. Ifu gị na-akwanyali ya. Ọ bụrụ na Agu esi na mmiri, ndị otu ya akwanyeli that mmụọ Akaloghelli nya ngwa gbara akwụna garazia, so nwoke garazia, lalụ di lalụ nwoke garazia. Such things happen till she meets that date, keeps that appointment with destiny that enough is enough. The people who you are meant to liberate, they are dying. And their blood is on their head. And then ikwu alụ na-esikwa from ndị nwụrụ anwụ n'aka gị, ndị nke ikwesịrị ịzọ ndụ mana ị mara ifolia aside from nke ịkwata na iko ma nke ịgbata na ashawo. Spirituality ife mmụọ ọ dị omimi o, ọ dị omimi n'eziokwu. Onye ka mmadụ ji akpachala aka n'anya na-efe ise a n'anya, si gị fe ise a n'anya, it means you should be careful. So once they realize that the Akaloghelli spirit is coming from their Agu, from their ndị mmiri, from alụsị, and they take steps to make amendment. Sorry. To make amendment, then things will restore back to normal. That is why some people, because they know your past story, they know your history, they now say, hey, is Abranka na Basha, we can't agugie. See, say no prophetess coboze, say no deaconess cobo, say no is a wine cobo. And so what? The thing is realizing why you are here on earth, to fulfill your destiny. That is why I normally tell people your call is not a conference call. You were called specifically. Again, a multitude. Let them say, everybody have their mouth. Let them say. But you have a date with destiny. You have your life path to follow. Previously, you are not aware, but now you are aware. All things will now do what? Change. Things will now change. When you remove that Akaloghelli spirit and shut the door against those devourers, against the spirit of never do well, against those avenging spirits, against Mpasanandoge, against Mwefulefunandoge, you start functioning properly. You start aligning properly to your life path. So I don't blame them. But what I blame most of them is, if you have already embarked on this journey and you are doing all those dirty things, that is where I will now say, this Ezenwa Imba. You can't call yourself an Ezenwa. You should be epitome of holiness, beauty, sacredness. You are now the one messing up. No, that is where I will now say Mba. Then sometimes you help them. You can cast Afa to check. And if not blugo that as a wine, but Omaro Akandi na ya. You need to help the person. Tell the person, no, if you do Kenya or a biakan lolo get this all. When you go material, what all na free. That's what most of you don't know. So don't tell us freely have you been given, freely have you received, or whatever. Freely shall you give. It doesn't work in spirituality. Except you are moved by your agwa. And Agu said so. Agwa mambia bagwo. But now you asking for them to say that you are the best. You are doing free this, free that. When it comes to energize your agwa, pity a bueno now. You go and steal from the market now, Abi, you steal the spiritual material. And there are some, those free things do not work for them. In the law of nature, is give and take between man, human, and spirit. Before they will execute the spiritual work. Those spiritual items, what do you think it stands for? Let me not deviate. So to avoid this Akaloghelli spirit, you need to be spiritually conscious. Be spiritually conscious. Are you listening? If it lures you into a bad lifestyle, it can destroy your future. If it forces you to be a destructive person, to always destroy people's lives, it will attract causes into your life. It will bring problems. It will bring setbacks. It can lead you to live a very dangerous and strange lifestyle. Like I told you before. Ibayenu is worry, robbery, fraud, yahoo, witchcraft, and Akaloghelli, they're very, very destructive. If we finish Joji, or Chakode, if we can church, be very, very careful. There is nothing to gain when this Akaloghelli spirit of never do well, this evil spirit possesses you. There is no gain there. Rather, you make enemies. You tarnish your future. You start living a dirty life. People will refer to you as a drag, as a scum. People will know that you are possessed because they don't think twice before they do anything. These people with Akaloghelli spirit, they are so daring, they will even tell you can't do anything until they meet somebody like us that will deal with them. Yes. You can't come around me and plot to pull me down and you go free. Mgbe ahụ aka m meji wepụta nke dị m n'ike as dibia wee mee gị ife. Dibias naturally defend themselves from evil. So I will see you as that evil because you are evil. Mmụọ Akaloghelli bụ gịnị? Mmụọ ọjọọ ka ọ bụ. Mmụọ mkpasa, mmụọ ntisa, mmụọ nyasa. No matter the Igbo lingo you understand. Just to tell you, it's a destructive spirit. It will bring problem to you. I will not tolerate it. Anybody coming close to me. They are coming to destroy my life or my family, or you want to tamper with my children, you dare not. No matter you and your Akaloghelli spirit, I have zero tolerance for that. Why? Because I don't do evil to people. I don't, and I don't condone evil. Imam mekwa mi ana free. Mmụọ Akaloghelli ama njikwa ibia kpamkpamkpa na ndụ m. That is why periodically every dibia ga-agba aja Akaloghelli. Jee gaa Akaloghelli. Jee kpuo ndị Akaloghelli iru na ana. To avoid that. Mmadụ na-abịazi intentionally for you because no one evil motive, evil vendetta, evil agenda against you. Nwunye ga-aka n'anya ngụpụta gị mkpụrụ anya. Enwe ife ga-abụ na mmadụ na-amụ amụ. I'm not gentle. Let me tell you, everybody nwere element of radicalism n'ime. You don't purposely come to people and you want to intentionally hurt them and you will get away with it. You don't try such with me. You don't. Unwe ike suo ipo mmasu, unwe ike we vibrate to tell you that I'm angry. Mana nno nwayo. Mana me emego ngi final. If you see me, I no longer talk about it. Emego ngi final. I've sealed it. I've done it and I've sealed it. Maybe when you realize it might be in 2 years' time or 3 years or 4 years' time. I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting. I'm saying it so that you don't wake up one day and you intentionally come out. You see no Mmụọ Akaloghelli bịa iji gị alụ ọlụ ebe nọ ma ebe nwa m nọ ma ọ bụ ebe my family nọ. Mmerụ gị arụ. So you avoid that Akaloghelli spirit from using you towards your fellow human. What you have to check, if people do this to you, will you be happy? Will you love it? If you don't love it, if you will not like it, if you dislike it, don't ever try to do it to another person. Don't. Don't. Ce n'est pas bon. Don't try it. That is why you should be conscious of yourself spiritually in whatever you do. You don't intentionally wake up and start destroying somebody's business, denying people the opportunity of becoming who they are supposed to be in life. I have seen videos of how girlfriends or wives hide their men's passport. They were unable to travel out. They miss that opportunity. I have seen how people set people up. They call EFCC. Innocent people. They go to jail innocently. EFCC will render them, I don't know, dispossess them of their possessions because of false allegation. Which spirit do you think is behind it? It is the Akaloghelli spirit using those women, using those men against people with bright future, people with bright stars, even witches. Amosu nwike daa gị n'abalị danye gị mmụọ Akaloghelli. Itete na-ezuzu ezuzu. A once bright, a genius we become dull. We become a dunce. It happens. Nwa gị na-ama akwụkwọ, ọmadebe akwụkwọ. Enwe mmụọ dị behind it. Enwe mmụọ dị behind it. Your lifestyle will be nothing to write home about. Akaloghelli will keep bringing problems to you. You better be careful. We really need to be careful because Akaloghelli is the worst set of spirits to deal with. They will frustrate your life. They will make you miserable. They will make you frustrated. They steal your gift, your goodness, your happiness, your joy, your favor, child, money, possession, whatever it is. They can also block your life path. They make you not to dream for you that you are a dreamer. They make you not to see vision for you who is a visionary. They make you not to prophesy anymore. Giwa bonya Akaloghelli na apiotale. The spirit of never do well is dealing with you. Be careful. They block you, block your life path, block your source of income. They will make you to become stagnant. Yes, the little money you have will not amount to anything. They will pull down a millionaire. You become a zeronaire. Any money that enter your hand, it fizzles away. You don't know what you did with it. You will have the kind of experiences that will crumble your business. You will have the kind of experiences that will crumble your marriage. Somebody will just frame you up. I forget I'm working in a hotel. And I swear, truth, it's not me. Akaloghelli spirit have entered the person to be used against you, against your happiness, against your happy home. Some men draw it to themselves because they womanize a lot. Instead of you to womanize, why don't you marry the second wife? Why don't you marry that third wife? Can you give man co-wife? Why not? If you have enough money to build her own house for her to stay there or rent a house for her, why not? Instead of going pium 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 pium. Donatus, Kezaya, Ikegide Kegide, Iketezie mu Akaloghelli. In a Mexica, motor fail will break. Yes, that's how they behave. Before anything good can come out of you, hi. Some of them will now go to mountain of fire. And then make deliverance upon deliverance. After that, they'll come back. It's as if they saw light, small light. Before you know it, zero darkness will cover them again. The ones that come from your spiritual guy, Akaloghelli, be very, very careful. You don't remove it with prayer. You don't remove it with fasting. In fact, gbagodo afa first. Ka wee male tu esi zoba ga azoba. Ka we ma direction ebe o si esi. Ma ba Akaloghelli mmụọ ma ba Akaloghelli mmadụ. If it's perpetrated by humans or spirits, we will know. There are some people, before money will enter their hand, expenses everywhere. I remember that time now, before my salary will come. Ejigomu go everywhere. I'm owing a lot of people before my salary will come. Then, I wasn't in good terms with my ezumezu, with my oram. So the one coming from Agu self, na-enyegodu m mpịakwa azụ. Pa na-apịagodu m dambe ya. Ezumezu mmụọ. Ma akpọ ofu yala ibie. That was what made me return to my roots. Akaloghelli can breed hatred for you. People will just hate you. You have never offended them in your life. You don't even know them. They'll see you, they will hiss. You know, there are some women like that. Some of them are possessed by Akaloghelli spirit. They will just look you up, down, size you up, and hiss. As if you are with any of their kidney or liver or whatever. You are dragging anything with them. Yet in reality, you are not dragging anything with them. Check Akaloghelli spirit. People will avoid you like a leper. No one will have any zeal to engage or to deal with you in anything that is profitable because of Ochuabuba from Umwa, that Akaloghelli spirit. You become a victim of something you can avoid. Accident, sickness, you just fall victim. Bah, everything is on your doorstep. They come and heap it on your doorstep because of Akaloghelli. You will be spending your money on something that is meaningless, something that is not profitable. You always have scary dreams. You can not come home and have peace even from your children, from one problem to the other. Maybe only nkuzi JPI Italy, they want to flog the child. Mistakenly, they will flog the eye. Akaloghelli. Check. That is why most times it's good for families to go together for cleansing. Maybe if it's the water on, you just go to water. Ja wupu ucho. Wupu Akaloghelli. From your place. Your river. Ije na mmiri obodo unu. Ma ibu onye ụka ma ọ na iburu onye ụka. You understand? There are some nasty experiences that if I narrate it, real life experiences, you wonder, is this how the spirit of Akaloghelli is? Is this how powerful they are? And when that's families that more Akaloghelli that's obiago there foundation. Nothing good comes out of that family. Where they are fighting, quarreling, stabbing somebody, stealing, it is in that family. There are a lot of families like that in Igbo. That never do well spirit, Akaloghelli spirit is there. Mmụọ efulefu, ụmụ ha niile efulefu, ma nwoke ma nwaanyị dị ya, ma nke aka ya amụtakwa echi, amụnyekwa ha in continuity. Oh. Akaloghelli spirit can bring dispute between families, between siblings, between husband, between wife, unnecessary dispute that will separate them. If this person will say, I will never talk to you in my life, lie till I die. Akaloghelli, check where it's coming from. Check, is it from maybe? Is it from Akwali Omumunu maybe? Is it from Bakutalazu? Check your spirit guide. Check your foundational spirit. Which one is that Akaloghelli spirit coming from? And you do the needful. When you are having all these negative experiences, please don't fold your hands and say, oh, you are passing through this. Even though we know there is time and season in life. Check, even to know, there are some special works you can do to fast forward those occurrences to clear out faster than. If it lingers for more than 3 months, 6 months, no. Go for spiritual consultation. The best approach is to go for spiritual consultation when you are having all these negative experiences, when Akaloghelli spirits are at work. Please,